Why am I? Oh, there we go. Alright. Hi guys! Back again. So, I know I just posted a video earlier tonight, but I'm bored, so why not do the second set of questions now? Because I can. Alright. Alright. The first question is, what inspires you to write? I like to read a lot, and reading good writing inspires me to write because it makes me want to put that type of creativity and effort into something for the world to see. Also, I tend to imagine things very easily, so I'll be reading something and it doesn't go the way that I imagined it, so that makes me want to write because I want to read the story. Or no. It's like I write the story I want to read. Yeah. I guess that's whatever. Moving on. Is it better to get a ton of likes on a writing post but no feedback, or a ton of feedback but few likes? I'm gonna go with a ton of feedback just because it's really easy to just click the like button and move on with your life. But it's, as an author, it's more fulfilling to me to get the feedback. I do completely appreciate the likes on all of my writing by anyone who's ever clicked that like button, but I'd rather have the feedback. Especially if I had to choose between getting a lot of likes and no feedback. You need at least a little bit. What first got you into 1D? Oh god, here we go. I'll be honest, when they first appeared like they're magicians or something. No, when they first became popular, I wanted nothing to do with them at all. I was a little snobby about the fact that no one could compete with my 90s boy bands. So I was like, nope, don't, no, you can't compare, sorry. And then they were on SNL, and especially Louie and Liam, little fuckers, caught my eye. And I was interested enough to look up their names, but I wasn't completely into it. I just thought they were cute, attractive, good singers. But I wasn't fully on the bandwagon. And then Little Things came out. Wonderful. When Little Things came out, I was really hooked. That was it. And then after that, I was babysitting a lot, so I was just playing around on my phone, and I would look up funny gifs of the boys, and that's when I discovered Tumblr. And I think I explored for about a month before actually creating my blog, and I've been here since mid to late March, so there's no going back now. I'm stuck for life. Oh god. Alright. Favorite musicians? One Direction, of course. I'm also really getting into the 1975. Of course, I first heard of them because of Harry and their cover of What Makes You Beautiful, but I've been listening to their record, and they're fun songs, and they're a good group. Aside from those two, I like a lot of popular music, but not many pop singers are on my favorites list. Actually, a lot of my favorites are country singers, like Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, and there are two lesser known, Jana Kramer. She was on One Tree Hill, and now she's getting into the country music scene. And Cassidy Pope. She was on The Voice, and She just released her first full-length album. It's really, really good. So they're both awesome. Oh, and there's one YouTube artist that I really, really like. It's Alex G. She does some awesome covers. She also has a couple of original songs, and I just love her voice, and she seems like a really fun person. So, there are my favorites. Favorite and least favorite thing about each boy. Alright, here we go. This is gonna take a while. Harry Styles. My favorite thing about Harry. He's so nice. Like, so nice. He's just a great guy, you can tell, just from everything. And he's so incredibly grateful. Like, when he's getting mobbed, I think somebody asked him about when he got mobbed. And he's like, what are you talking about? This is fun. Like, he's just living life. He loves what he does, loves the fans, loves everything that comes with it. And he's just so grateful and such a genuine guy. My least favorite thing about Harry would have to be, I don't want to say the word pushover, because I don't think he's a pushover, but I feel like he has a hard time setting the boundaries for fans because he's so nice and so grateful. It's like he feels like because the fans have helped them get to this point that he owes them everything attached to being at this point. So he's given no boundaries. It makes people think that they own him, and we don't. He doesn't owe us anything. Anything. Alright, Niall. Favorite thing about Niall. He's just a freaking ball of sunshine. He can't even imagine being around that kid on a daily basis. Like, he's just so happy and so cheerful, and I can't even explain the way that he is. Like, I got nothing. Least favorite thing about Niall. Least favorite thing about Niall. I really don't know. It shouldn't be this hard. He's not even my number one. Why can't I think of anything? Okay, this is the most pathetic answer in the world, but his tweets wake me up. I had to turn on the do not disturb setting on my phone because of his tweets and his selfies and all that. Because when he has jet lag, if he ain't sleeping, you ain't sleeping. That's a pathetic answer. Jeez. Okay, moving on. Liam. Right? I'm going in age order. Liam's the middle? No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Liam's the middle. Favorite thing about Liam. This might be unpopular in the fandom in general, but I love it. How much he's changed. First off, in looks department. Oh, dear God. But also, he's so much more confident, and he's not willing to put up with your bullshit anymore. Like, when people were attacking his and Sophia's relationship, no, he wasn't having it. And I admire that about him, because he went from being almost equivalent to Harry with how, not overly grateful, but like how there were no boundaries, and now he's drawn the line, and you either respect it or you get over it because he's Batman. Alright, least favorite thing about Liam. Sometimes it doesn't seem like he thinks over his tweets before he sends them. like when those girls were calling his hotel room, completely understand they should not be calling your hotel room randomly and at all hours of the night and constantly. I get it. But sometimes he kind of sets himself up for the backlash without thinking about it. And it's not so much something that's wrong with him, because really people shouldn't be doing what they were doing. But at the same time, he almost seems caught off guard, when if he had just thought it over for a minute before he tweeted it, maybe he could have voiced it better. Yeah, I don't know. Zane. My favorite thing about Zane. His protectiveness, especially over his family. He's not very vocal over his protectiveness, but it's more in his actions. Like, there's always that joke of, oh, where's Zane? But, like, when they're on breaks, we'll assume he's hiding away in his house. But I feel like half the time it's not so much that, but that he's drawn the line in the sand, and his family time and his downtime is off limits. Unless he makes a point to go walking the streets of London, going to shops and stuff. Other than that, he's made it very clear you are not to be around his house, you are not to be around his family's house, you're not to be around his sister's schools. And it's not, he didn't even say that. It's just been made clear through his demeanor and his actions. And I like that he's kind of put up that wall. My least favorite thing about the scene, though, so he's put up a wall. Not so much in that aspect, but he's so introverted. That's fine, completely fine, but he's got a lot to say. Like that radio interview when Story of My Life was coming out, and those two fans were interviewing him over the phone. And he was talking so much, just kept saying how great their questions were, and I just like to see more of that from him. Like I said, I think he's got a lot going on in his brain, and I'd love to hear it. Louis. I really have to pick just one favorite thing about Louis. Killing me. Let's go with his sense of humor. What drew me to him first. You can call him childish all you want, but I love his sense of humor. I think he's hilarious. I think he seems like such a fun person to be around. And I've always had a thing for funny guys. So it was like when I saw him on SNL, I was like, oh, he's cute. And I heard his solo in one thing, and oh, I like his voice, it's unique. And then when I started watching YouTube videos and seeing the gifs and all that, it was like, oh my god, he's the funny one, I'm in love with him. So there's that. My least favorite thing about Louis, I think he has a bit of a temper. Not like punching things and stuff. But, and when it comes to defending himself and the boys, to all these people who like to badmouth him, that's completely fine. But when stuff happens, when he's out and about, starts flipping people off, I get it if people are calling Eleanor a beard, I get it. They're totally out of line. It just paints him in a bad light. It's not so much something that I find wrong with him, because I know I would react the exact same way. And what people say to him in general is completely unacceptable. It's more just the consequences of his actions that I don't like. So, yeah. Alright, now these next two questions are a little dirty, I guess you could say. Do you think the boys in 1D would be small down there? No, I do not. I don't necessarily think they're all huge, but I certainly don't think they're small by any means. But there's a difference between what we've heard of lambing and what we've seen of Harry in those little yellow shorts, and being bigger than small. So, there's that. This one's my favorite. If you could lick a food off of your fave idiot, and I'm assuming she means one of the idiots from one day, and you guys all know who my favorite is, what would it be? Peanut butter. Yes, peanut butter. First off, it's tasty. Second, you want to know the real reason why I picked peanut butter? It takes a while to lick off. Alright, that's all for now. If you guys have any other questions, I'd love to do another video sometime soon. So send them in. I'll save them up and make another questions video. Or if you don't send me questions, I'll just make a video about something completely random because I feel like it. Alright, bye!